everyone, it's a beautiful day down here in Fremantle, Western Australia. We are on board a Prestige 40 marine flybridge pleasure cruiser. This vessel has been painstakingly rebuilt by the owner, which is an incredible achievement in terms of how much work has to go in to rebuilding a vessel. Unfortunately, the Caterpillar V8 engines in here previously suffered a catastrophic engine fire in the engine room, and the best option, strip the whole vessel back, start again and rebuild it to be the ultimate flybridge pleasure cruiser. The engines chosen were the FPT NEF 280 marine engines, set at 280 horsepower at 2800 RPM. Coupled behind them were the existing MG 502 gearboxes, which have been rebuilt in a 1.54:1 ratio. Behind that we are running 1 3/4 inch shafts, and we're running 4-blade V propellers at the outside of the vessel. Now, we're looking forward to going for a sea trial here because 280 horsepower isn't a lot of horsepower for a vessel like this, but we expect this vessel to really get up and perform. The only unknown at this stage is vessel weight. We're anticipating somewhere between 12 to 15 tonne heavy ship, and we do have a lot of capacity for both fuel and water and black water on board to allow this vessel to really enjoy the extended trips. So, let me show you through the engine room and then look forward to going for a run. You can see we have the lovely NEF 280 marine engines tucked in really neatly. We've got plenty of height underneath the deck. We also have plenty of room under the sump to the hulls. So these are a lot smaller than the pre-existing Cat V8 engines that were in here previously. What has been done is the old twin disc MG 502 gearboxes have been reused. They're a 1.54:1 ratio gearbox, which is a little bit of a shorter ratio compared to the standard 2:1 that we're used to using. When it comes to how they've actually been fit, you can see the existing risers that come with every FPT NEF 280 marine engine have been reused, and we're running a 5-inch flexible pipe all the way down to the rear of the vessel through a muffler towards the rear. You can see how much space we have being an inline 6-cylinder engine. You can see that we've got plenty of room for access on both sides, so it's really easy to sort of walk you through. Being a mechanical engine, hence we just have a Bosch mechanical rotary fuel pump just here on the left hand side of the engine. In this instance, running the Ultraflex mechanical cables from both the lower and flybridge helm station. We've got our seawater pump right here, which is incredibly easy to access. No worries at all for servicing. It's a very short run of seawater on these NEF 280s as well, which is an excellent feature. So we've got our seawater pipe coming straight in here from our sea strain at the rear, straight up and in before it tucks through the intercooler right here, around the back to our gearbox oil cooler, before over on this side here, the seawater tucks in straight through the heat exchanger here, before it dives out the back down through the wet exhaust system. Now, in terms of temperatures, what we found was that the temperature here of the outgoing seawater was only at 30 degrees. And here in Fremantle, Western Australia, water temperatures are currently around about 20 degrees. So we're really only adding 10 degrees of water temperature as the seawater passes through the circuit on these NEF 280s. They are a big displacement engine at 6.7 litre displacement, but they're still very compact in size. And at 280 horsepower, they are a very relaxed 280 horsepower at 2800 RPM, not working hard at all for how much horsepower can be put through this 6.7 litre block. So in terms of the fuel system, this vessel, this Prestige 40, has two incredibly large fuel tanks here. We should have over 1,000 litres of fuel on board. You can see we run through a Repower 500 mA primary fuel filter with the clear bowl, which gives us an excellent amount of vision to ensure that the fuel condition is clean and not dirty and no water in the fuel tanks before it comes through to the FPT primary filter. This one here that I'm touching is actually a self-priming electric pump on top of the fuel system, which is exclusive to the NEF mechanical range of marine engines. From there, the fuel runs straight up into the engine, where there is also a secondary fuel filter on the motor. A very nice and simple fuel system on these, and in this boat, incredibly easy and accessible. The engine is coupled with the existing MG 502 gearbox and to brand new shaft and prop. So here you can see we have a 316 grade of marine stainless steel shaft, which is in an 1 3/4 diameter. And that's transmitting power down to a new V propeller on both sides, which is of 20-inch diameter by 18.5-inch pitch, 4-blade. back in from sea trial. I'm here at Fishing Boat Harbour, just tied the vessel up. Now, this vessel went extremely well. We've been blessed by weather this morning. We've had light easterly winds and no swell off of Fremantle, and it has been an absolute delight to take this boat out for a sea trial. What we ended up achieving was a really comfortable cruise of 16 knots at 2200 RPM, and we topped out at 24 knots at 2800 RPM, which gives us just an incredible long-range cruise speed at that 16 knots, and the engine sat so incredibly comfortably at that. The vessel rides well, jumped out of the water very early on as soon as the turbo started kicking in at around about 16 to 1700 RPM, and the power was available on tap all the way through with absolutely no lag. So the vessel performed absolutely perfectly and flawlessly. The FPT NEF 280 marine engines performed beautifully, no smoke out the back, incredibly quiet and comfortable, and we are so happy with this Prestige 40 and exactly how the FPT NEF 280 marine engine has just proven to be such a great match, even for this larger 40-foot hull. It shows you that you don't need a high horsepower engine if you're happy comfortably cruising in that mid to high teen range of cruise. Thanks very much for watching. If you're interested in repowering your vessel or in anything of the FPT marine engine range, please don't hesitate to contact us here at THT Marine. Thanks for watching. Cheers.